Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon. Welcome to class. It is Thursday, April 16th. All right, so this is going to be about an hour long practice today. Your next assignment is due tomorrow, Friday, I think at 5. So it's building off of the past couple weeks we've done. So it's making your yoga sequence and adding in a personal meditation and pranayama breathing practice. So you have a really full, complete flow. So let's begin in a seated position. So come into a comfortable cross-legged pose, and it might feel good to prop your hips underneath a blanket or a bolster. And then take some time to sit well, arrange yourself. So shoulders back over your hips, the crown of the head is lifting nice and tall. And then if it's comfortable, close your eyes. And then bring your attention inside, arriving on the mat. You might have distraction, so I invite you to really set an intention of deep presence today. So resisting the urge to maybe reach for your phone or play with your dog or whatever might really be pulling at you right now. Just let yourself arrive. And then begin to tune into your breath. Start to build the breath, feel it move down into your low belly, expanding on the inhale and contracting on the exhale. Full, deep, complete breath in and full, deep, complete breath out. So just focusing on some deep belly breaths today. And let that breath be a real anchor to you to presence. So with every breath, turning in, going in, and just noticing. So as we come together in this space and breathe deeply, I want you to take a little time now to reflect on the past couple of weeks since we became quarantined or isolated. Maybe you're sheltering in place since you left school. And I just want you to take a moment to really lean into all the feelings and emotions. And then see if you can just kind of connect to what's been the most challenging part of this for you. Maybe it was that you didn't get to participate in your graduation, your sports season getting shut down, not really saying goodbye to your friends when you went to spring break. Maybe it's some experience in your home right now, switching to online learning. So just really start to connect in and ask yourself what has been the most challenging part of this experience. And now I want you to reflect on what is one sort of learning, almost like a takeaway. What have you learned about yourself in these past couple weeks? What are you still learning? And then just let that settle. Deep breath in. Full, complete breath out. And then setting your intention here. So the Sanskrit word for intention is sankalpa, a vow or a wish. Setting your intention maybe from what you've been experiencing, and maybe the word is calm or steady or balanced. You could have an I am statement, excuse me, like I am resilient, or I'm strong, I'm powerful. Take a full deep breath here. Inhale, exhale. Now stretch your arms out by your sides, extending onto your fingertips, and we'll start to connect the breath with the movement. So inhale, the arms stretch up, and then exhale, let your arms float down. So this is a really simple but powerful movement connection. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, lower. Maybe the eyes stay closed. Again, inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, arms lower down. Now take an easy twist over to the right. Inhale, sit tall. And then exhale, gentle twist. Maybe gazing over your right shoulder. Again, lift up and twist. Then place your right hand down and stretch your left arm up and over. And maybe you kind of move your ribs out and in a little, really feel that length through your left side. Good, let your hands come down over that right knee. Tensing onto fingertips, square your shoulders and think cow pose as you pull your chest forward. Good, and then cat around your spine, maybe chin in. Again, inhale, pull forward. And then round. And then lengthen forward and see if you can fold over that right leg. Lift onto fingertips and walk your way through to center. Fold over your crossed legs, arms reaching forward, maybe dropping to elbows or forearms, maybe a little sway. And then walk your hands in, rise up, hug your shoulders towards your ears, circle them around, back and down, side. Shake out your shoulders. And then look at the cross of your legs, bring your opposite leg to cross in front. Arms out by your sides, inhale, stretch them up. And then exhale, twist left. Right hand outside the left knee, left hand behind your back. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, twist back. Again, lift tall, twist. Good, turn back towards center, and then lower your left hand down, reach your right arm up and over. You're pulling that top shoulder back. Really feel that length through your right side here. Good, then turn towards your left knee. Lower down over your left knee, can be on fingertips, really square your chest, lengthen your spine, open, think cow, and then around your spine, think cat. So inhaling and exhaling. And then lengthen in your cow, and then lower down, maybe round a little bit over that left knee, and maybe you're feeling a stretch in that right hip here. And then lift onto your fingers and walk your way through to the middle. Maybe feel a different stretch in your hips, rock side to side. Good, and then slowly rise up to stand. Squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears, hold them there tight. And then big exhale, drop your shoulders down. Do that a couple more times. Inhale, squeeze up. Big side drop. One more inhale. Exhale. And then bring your shoulders back, up and around. Couple nice big circles. Good, and then up, around, and back and down. Good. Sitting tall, lifting up, really engaging through your core. Let your chin drop, roll your head to the right. Chin comes down to chest, roll your head over to the left. And a couple more, drop and over to the right. Drop and over to the left. And then maybe big neck circles. Good, switch to go the other direction. Come back up to center. One more deep breath here and seated. Breathe in. Big exhale. Swing your legs around behind you and make your way into a tabletop position on all fours. So really lining up your wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. We're going to do some wrist warm-ups to begin. Now spreading your fingers, almost imagine like a column. So you want everything stacked, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hand. See if you can lift your palms up and your thumbs up and down, up and down. And if this feels too intense, you can lean back, take a little of the pressure off of it. To make it more intense, maybe lean a little more forward. Right away, I start to feel that firing up in the forearms. So notice if you feel that. Good. Now turn your fingers around towards your knees with your palms up at first, maybe toes tucked. Slowly start to lower your fingers and then your palms, maybe a soft bend of your elbows. So do a little strengthening and then stretch. Good. Now bring your hands to face forward. Turn your hand around and see if you can get it on the floor. So thumb out, pinky in. And really kind of test your range of motion here. Notice the flexibility in your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. Good, release that. Bring the backs of the hands down, palms up, fingers towards your knees. Squeeze your palms and release. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Good, then let it go. Spread your fingers wide, press your palms down. Bring your knees out, hips onto your heels, child's pose. Stretching your arms forward, maybe sway your hips or rock your forehead. Remember that you can come back to child's pose whenever you want to pause, rest, take a break, or lie on your back in Shavasana. So always listen to your body. Really feel that lengthening through your low back and your hips. And then lift your gaze, come onto the fingertips, walk your upper body over to the right. Maybe feel a stretch in the left side, left ear now. Good, lift your gaze up on fingertips, walk yourself through to center and then over to the left. Good, lift your gaze back on fingertips, one more breath in child's pose. And then rise up to all fours, table. Cat-cow, tuck the toes, drop your belly, gaze goes up, slide your shoulders down your back. Good, point your toes and round your spine, cat. 2 more, inhale for cow. Exhale, arch and round. Last one, inhaling and exhaling. Come back to a neutral tabletop position. Bring your knees together. Stretch your right leg back behind you and your left arm forward. Maybe slightly internally rotate that right leg. Pull your elbow knee into center. Extend it out. Now pull your elbow knee out to the side, nice and high. Stretch it forward. Elbow to knee into center. Reach out to the side, bend so you can get that knee nice and lifted forward. Pull in, extend, little pull to the side, reach forward, lower down table, rock your hips, little sway side to side. Maybe kind of move your hips around in a circle. Good, knees come together, other side, stretch your left leg back and your right arm forward. So pull your low belly in, really lengthen here. Now elbow to knee, draw into center. Reach forward and back, knee and elbow out to the side. Forward and back again, pull in. And reach out. And lengthen. One more time, pull in. Reach it, pull out, extend, lower down, table pose. Good, spread your fingers wide. Root into the knuckles, first finger points forward or maybe slightly out. Tuck the toes. And lift your hips to downward dog. Maybe lift your hand up and down a couple times as you really ground into your knuckles. Work your heels down and your chest back. And then start to gently pedal your feet up. Lower your right heel and then your left heel. Up and down. Maybe go a little side to side. Good, and then find a little stillness here. Now think inner thighs squeezing together, hips lift up and back. Find that strength here as you press the floor away. Good, now fold or round out into a plank position. Really press back through your heels. Maybe a little squeeze of your butt, legs are working, crown the head forward. Good, drop to your knees. Keep your hands where they are, look forward, bend your elbows, lower yogi push-up chaturanga. And then press back up. Do 2 more, elbows bend in. Press back up. You don't have to go super low. Again, lower, lift, find your plank, downward dog. Walk your hands up to meet your feet. Come to the top of the mat in a fold. Nice deep bend of your knees, maybe a little sway. And then bring your left hand down, stretch your right arm up, a little twist. Maybe roll your right wrist, circle. Good, right hand comes down to fold. Other side, left arm reaches. Maybe roll your wrist a little bit. Good, left hand down, fold in. And now sweep your arms out to the sides, rise up, lift up, arms overhead, hands together, and then down to your heart, mountain pose, Tadasana. So ground evenly into both feet. Good, press your palms, lift up tall. And then see if you can really focus. You're standing on right and your left. Feel your center. Good. And then we'll move through a little bit of a Vinyasa Flow. So very top of your mat, arms down by your sides. Inhale, stretch them up. Take your right hand to your left wrist, reach up and over to the right. Come to center, left hand, right wrist, up and over to the left. Come to center, optional back bend, hips forward, chest forward, maybe arms out to a T, and then lower down, fold. Lengthen your spine, gaze forward, and then plant your hands, step your feet back, plank position, lower yogi push-up on your knees or right from plank. Find your back bend, up dog or cobra, and then take it back to downward facing dog. Breathe in and exhale. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Hands to your toes, little bend of your knees. You can hop, walk, float your feet to the top of the space. Look up and lengthen, lower down. Reach your arms out to the sides and all the way up. Hands to your heart, mountain pose. We'll do one more, Surya Namaskar A like that. Lower your arms down, exhale. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, pour down, fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, hands plant, feet back, plank position, chaturanga. Chest comes way forward, elbows hug. Good, up dog or cobra. So cobra, the thighs are down, up dog, just the tops of the feet and the hands are pressing. Downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. So I'm going to build a little fire and heat in the body. Breathe in. Exhale. High into your toes. A little bend of your knees. Step, walk, or float your feet. Top of the space. Look up and lengthen. Lower down. Now bend your knees. Sink your seat. Stretch your arms high. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Squeezing your legs together. Sit nice and low. Lift up. Now see if you can stretch your arms behind you and lift onto your toes. Heels are high. Little floating chair. Good, keep your heels lifted, stretch your arms up a little bit higher. And then see if you can bring your chest over your thighs, hover here. Really good to strengthen your ankles. Arms float back, heels are still high. Can you start to straighten your legs? Whew. Good, and then lift your chest. Rise up, heels are still up. Good, lower your heels, lower your arms, give your wrists a little shake. Good, inhale, arms stretch up. Exhale, lower down. Lengthen your spine, gaze forward. Plant your hands. Now you can take it right to downward dog or take what's called a Vinyasa Flow. Plank, chaturanga, up dog or cobra, downward facing. Lift your right leg up and back. Good, now open up your hip. Maybe start to circle through your knee. Maybe circle your ankle. You could also do some nice big circles with a straight leg. Option to bring your left forearm down, really deepening that stretch. Extend your right leg back and halfway down. Come forward to plank. Bring your right knee to your right arm. Tap. Leg goes up and back. Come forward, right knee under your body. Twist. Leg goes up and back. Right knee to chest. Curl it in. Leg goes up and back. Now step your right foot forward. Spin your back heel down at a 45-degree angle. Reach your arms up for warrior one. So check in with your alignment. Bring your hands onto your hips. Think hips forward, ribs forward, lift up. Maybe it's a back bend. Good, now lower your hands down to frame that front foot. Straighten your front leg around your spine. Bend into your front knee, pull forward. You can lift your back heel up, so round your spine, leg straighten. Bend your knees, pull forward one more time, go round. And bend. Left hand plants, right arm reaches, stretch up, and then roll to the outside of the left foot. Right foot to the middle of the mat. Good, drop your hips down. Reach your right arm up, so the right leg is on top, left leg is long, and then see if you can press up, lift up and over. Good, drop your hips, stretch your right arm towards your left heel. Again, lift up, lower down. One more time, lift up. And then see if you can lift your right foot up, bring it behind the back of the mat, side plank. Good, regular plank. Vinyasa Flow, come forward, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Really good job, you guys. Breath in, breath out, stay with it. Lift your left leg up and back, nice and high. Bend your knee, open through your hip, stack left hip on top of right. Maybe roll your ankle, circle through your knee. Maybe with a straight leg you make some circles. You can always drop to that right forearm. You want a little more of a challenge. Good, straighten your arms. Extend your left leg back and halfway down. Come forward to plank. Left knee, left arm. Leg goes up and back. Come forward, left knee under your body, twist. Leg goes up and back. Last time, knee to chest, pull it in. Good, step your left foot forward. Spin your back heel down. Reach your arms up, warrior one. Good, so you can place your hands on your hips once again. Think hips turn forward. Ribs stretch forward. Deep bend in your front knee. Arms lift up. Good, now straighten your legs and fold, hands to the mat. Good, lift your back heel, now bend your front knee, pull your chest forward, think cow. Straighten your legs and round your spine, think cat. Again, bend and pull forward. Exhale, round. Last time, bend. Right hand plants, left arm reaches, take a twist. And then roll onto the outside edge of your right foot, left foot towards the middle of the mat. Drop your hips down, stretch your left arm towards your right heel. And then see if you can press yourself up, lift up and over. And then 2 more times, lower. And then lift up. 1 more time, lower, reach. Lift up. Now see if from here, you can send your left foot to the back of the mat, side plank. You can always modify and drop that bottom knee. Good, regular plank pose. Come forward, yogi push-up, chaturanga. Can you hold low, hold it? Good, pull forward to cobra or up dog. And then take it back to downward dog. If you need to recover, maybe come to table or child's pose. Deep breath in, big exhale. Now walk your feet together and bring your feet about halfway up your mat. Bend your knees and then see if you can give yourself a little kick in the butt. A little kick up, a little kick down. Pressing the floor away, little handstand practice here, a little hop up, little hop down, little hop up, little hop down. Maybe it's fun, maybe a little bit. Good, feet come together. Bend your knees, sit low, chair pose. Sit your hips back, stretch your arms up. Now lift onto your tippy toes, heels high, arms back behind you. Maybe bow your chest forward a little bit. Good, lift your chest, heels still high. Slowly work to straighten your legs as your arms stretch up. Good, heels down, hands down. Mountain pose. Great job, you guys. Breathe in. And then settle, maybe shake out your shoulders. Let's do a big lion's breath. So we're gonna reach the arms up, inhale, and then pull the elbows to a T and go, big exhale. Inhale, lion's breath. 2 more, inhale. Lion's breath. 1 more. Good, and then lower your arms down. Hopefully that feels kind of fun, like a stress reliever. Shake out your wrists, maybe shake out your feet a little. Let's do some simple balancing now that our bodies are nice and warm. We've moved through our warm-up exercises. Just shift your weight to your left foot and stand with your right leg out in front of you. And just a really simple balance here. Can you hold on your left foot? Maybe try to stretch your right leg up a little higher. Really nice. So to strengthen, we want to hold positions to get strong. So lift, lift, lift. How's it going? Good, lower your right foot. Pause for a moment in the middle. Good, now switch to the left. So you can lift that left leg up and really ground into the right foot. You can think about the bottom of the foot, big toe mound, pinky toe mound, and the heel. So it's almost like a triangle balance. Can you keep yourself centered with that left leg lifting? Maybe you lift it a little higher, a little higher. Good, lower your left foot down. Shake out your hands, your wrists, circle your shoulders. Good. Now shift your weight to the left foot and hug your right knee into your chest. Maybe roll your ankle. Good. If this is really hard, feel free to come to a wall, one hand against a wall. Good. Now see if you can let go of the leg. Maybe reach your arms up, maybe reach your leg forward, and then slide your leg back into airplane pose. Chest comes down, leg goes back. Balance here. Hold the balance or see if you can come up again without letting that right foot touch, knee to chest. Good, extend it back. Good, put your right foot down at the back of the mat. Crescent lunge. Bend into your left knee, stretch your arms up. And think about really drawing your ribs in. So engaging through your core, front side to back side. Good, option to twist, right arm forward, left arm back, water wheel. Maybe the left hand even slides down the back leg. Good, rise back up to crescent. And then open to the side of the mat for warrior two. Nice deep bend of the front knee. See if you can challenge yourself to get really low here. Good, straighten the legs, arms reach up. Exhale, bend, option to slide your right hand down the back leg. Rise up, come forward, extended side angle, left forearm to thigh, right arm up and over, maybe you sweep it. Good, rise back up. Now, heel toe your back foot in to shorten your stance. Triangle pose, stretch your left arm forward, send your hips back, stretch forward, back, and then reach. Right arm up, head draws back. Good, now lower your hands down to frame your front foot. Heel toe your left foot over to the left. Maybe the right foot comes up into the right pyramid pose. So nice deep fold, stretch through your hamstrings, maybe walk your hands back. Maybe lengthen the crown of the head forward, really engage your core, arms stretch back behind you. So nice. Now place your hands down at the top of the mat. Step your left foot to the left, right foot to the right, and come down into a squat malasana. See if you can drop your heels down, lift your chest up. Good, and then rise up to stand. Feet come together, arms together, hands at your heart, mountain pose. Breathe in, sigh out. All right, hug your left knee into your chest. Maybe roll your ankle a little bit. Stretch up nice and tall. Good, now release that leg, maybe you stretch it forward, arms up. Bend into the right knee, slow and control. Bring your chest forward and your leg back, airplane pose. Now hold it there, or again, rise up without letting that left foot touch, reach. Good, send it back, airplane. Hold, pause, balance. Good, step your left foot down at the back of the mat. Reach your arms up, crescent lunge. Can you really challenge yourself to get super low, engaging those strong muscles in your legs? Good, and then re-engage your core, pull your navel in and up. Option to twist, left arm forward, right arm back. Maybe right hand glides down the back leg. Good, rise back to crescent, and then open to the side of the mat for warrior two. So you can adjust your feet. Remember, you want a heel to arch alignment. So left heel and right arch, one line. Nice long stance, bend your front knee nice and deep. Arms open out, gaze forward. Good, now straighten the arms and the legs, rise up. Exhale, bend and lower. Reverse your warrior. Left hand slides down the back leg, right arm up and over. Rise up, extended side angle, right forearm to thigh, left arm up and over. Nice and low. Good, rise up, straighten your front leg. Heel toe your back foot in, shortening your stance. Good, maybe hands on your hips, squaring, arms to a T, triangle pose, hips draw back, right arm forward, your right forearm to your shin, left arm up. Really good. And then hands come down. Heel toe your right foot over the right, step your left foot up and over to the left, pyramid pose. You can walk your hands back, let your nose drop towards your knee, or you can lengthen your spine, think a little bit more dynamic, crown of the head forward, hips draw back, maybe arms down by your sides. Good, lower your hands, step your left foot up and over to the left for malasana squat. Now if your heels lift, just means your ankles are tight. If you have a blanket or a towel, you can grab that and place it underneath your heels to encourage them to drop. Open through your inner thighs, hands inside your knees, lift your chest, lengthen tall. And then an option to add a twist here, maybe the right arm comes down, left arm up. See if you can bind your hands behind your back. Good, come through to center and then switch it, left arm down, right arm up, maybe the hands clasp. Good, arms stretch forward. Now from here, see if you can lower your lower your heels, lower your hips, and rise into boat pose, Navasana. So strengthening through your core. Hands can come behind your thighs or balance out, lift up. Now see if you can come down, lower into your low boat, arms up, legs up. Good, 2 more times, come up to boat. Lower down, 1 more, rise up, and lower. Lower all the way onto your back, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. You can release and pull, circle. Good. Stretch your legs up towards the ceiling. Point and flex your feet, roll your ankles, one direction then the other. Good, now lower your left leg down to the mat. Legs are straight, toes are pointed. Good, bring it up and lower your right leg down to a hover. 2 more times each leg, lower the left leg, lift, lower your right leg, lift, lower left, lower right. Both legs together, point your toes, lower your legs down just until you can keep your back flat. Good, rise up. Good, both legs lower. And then lift one more time, legs lower, hold. Good, bend your knees, hug them in, rock side to side. Good, rock a little up and down along your spine. Up and down. And then see if you can rock up into a little squat. Good, bring your feet together, knees forward, heels back, toe stand. See if you can stretch your arms up, keep your heels lifting, and lift into a floating chair pose. Heels high, legs are bent, arms lift. Good, whew, straighten your legs, lower your heels, lower your arms. Give everything a little bit of a shake, 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 shake. Good, turn towards the side of your mat. So if you're facing forward, turn to one side. Step your left leg back. So you're in a wide-legged position, toes in, heels out. Open your arms out to a T. Send your hips back as you stretch your chest forward. And then lower your hands down to the floor. Maybe the hands walk back between your legs. You can also grab your heels or your big toes. Good. And then gaze up, lift halfway. Bend into your left knee, let your right leg drop down, Skandasana. So think little squat on the left side, right leg extends. Good, move through to center, bend into your right knee, let your left leg extend. Feeling that deep stretch in your hamstring. Now do this a couple more times. If you want a little more challenge, you can try doing it without using your hands. And if this is too much on your knees, you can come up and just kind of go side to side, think skater lunge. Good, everyone meeting back at center, forward fold, toes face forward. Look up and lengthen halfway, hands on your hips, rise all the way to stand. Now heel toe your feet back in, a little bit wider than hip width apart. Heels in, toes out, bend your knees and come down into goddess pose. Send your hips back, lift your chest, lift your arms, maybe palms up. Good, lift your right heel, lower, lift your left heel, lower, sink a little bit lower, right heel, right, left, both heels lift, seat a little bit lower, maybe you find a little bit of a shake here. Ooh, yeah, I'm shaking. Good, keep your heels lifted, rise up, lower your heels, lower your arms, bring your feet back together, mountain pose, breathe in, exhale. Now stretch your arms out to a T. Cross your right elbow underneath your left, circle up the forearms and the wrist for eagle. Maybe the elbows lift and lower a couple times. Now lift your right leg up, cross it on top of your left. See if you can hook your right foot behind your left calf. That might not work, no big deal. Bend your knees, sit low, eagle. Maybe you round elbows and knees stride. So focusing on your balance here, you've got this. Good, rise back up. Right knee up into your chest. Open your arms out to a T, lift them up. Good, lower and then switch left elbow underneath the right. Circle forearms and wrist, eagle. Nice big opening for your shoulders. Let your shoulders drop down. Maybe arms go up and down a little bit. Good, lift your left leg up nice and high. Cross your left leg on top of your right. Maybe hooking your left toes behind your right calf. You can balance there or place your left foot down on the floor next to you. Hold it, or maybe you lower in, elbows and knees in one line. Rise up. Good, uncross your legs, uncross your arms, open them up. Good, turn towards the front of your mat if you're not already. Forward fold, lower down. Lengthen your spine, plant your hands, step your feet back to downward facing dog, or you can take a flow, plank, chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. We'll do one more standing flow. Lift your right leg up and back. Good, come forward to plank, hug your knee to your chest, and then step your right foot down. Back heel is lifting, arms stretch high, crescent lunge. Good, option to roll your wrists a little bit here. Now extend your upper body forward on a 45-degree angle. Stretch your arms forward, your heel back. Reach your right arm back, left arm forward, and then switch. Go switch and switch for 2 and 1. Both arms reach forward. See if you can spring off and find airplane again. Chest down, leg up. And then half moon, right hand down, left arm reaches. Can you stack and open left shoulder and left hip on top of right? Good, lower your left hand down. This is also a great place to have some books or yoga blocks underneath your hands. Standing splits, square your hips, left knee towards the right. Stretch that leg up, nice and high, lift, lift, lift. Maybe walk your hands in. Good, now hover your left knee behind your right. Tuck your left toes and see if you can come down to like an awkward toe stand. If that doesn't work, just drop your left knee down. Good, hands together. We'll do a round of breath of fire in this position. Think exhale, exhale. It's called the skull shining breath. Exhale, exhale, pumping your belly. 3, 2, 1, exhale. Good, and now bring your hands down, straighten your legs, turn towards the side of the mat so the right leg is crossed on top of the left. Maybe pinkies and thumbs out, big toes out. I always call big toes thumbs, I don't know. Bend and straighten. Feel that stretch in the outer hips. Good, and then unravel towards the front of the mat and then open to the left. Bend into your left knee, extend your right leg out, Skandasana, another nice deep hip stretch. Maybe you're working your left heel down. Good, and then move through center and then over to the right, bend your right knee, left leg extends. Maybe the elbows lower. Good, move through to center, turn towards the top of the mat, hands down. Stretch your right leg up and back, and bend your knee, open up your hip. Flip your dog, right foot behind your back, hips up, chest up. Good, then see if you can drop your hips down and repress them up. Good, unwind, right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Option to take a 1-legged vinyasa, come forward to plank, yogi push-up. Keep that right leg hovering, up dog. Put it down, downward dog. Great job. Almost there, you guys. Doing great. Maybe getting a little sweat on. Reach your left leg up. Come forward to plank, knee to chest, curl it in. Step your left foot forward. Lift your back heel, arms high, crescent lunge. Nice deep bend of your front knee, lift, lift, lift. Good, navel to spine, front body, back body. Good, extend your upper body forward at a 45-degree, think hugging legs into center. Stretch your right arm back, left arm forward, and then switch. Go switch and switch for 2 and 1. Reach forward and then rise up. Airplane pose. Maybe arms to a T or forward. Think of internally rotating that right leg. Good, half moon, left hand down, right arm up. Great place to have your hand under a block. Flex that right foot. Balance is hard. Good, now square your hips to the floor. Good, hands come down. Maybe bend your right knee in to touch the left. Stretch your right leg up and back. Walk your hands in, standing split. Maybe you lift your left heel up, pulse the right leg. Maybe a couple little handstand hops. Get a little air time. Good, bend your knees, come down, right knee behind your left calf or behind it. Tuck your right toes so you can come to this awkward little toe stand. Shoulders lifting. Good, again, breath of fire, go exhale, exhale, pumping your belly. Maybe arms reach up, flicking your fingers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale all your air out. Good, hands come down, straighten your legs, turn towards the left side of your mat. Good, toes in, big toes out. Hands wide, maybe shifting forward a little, and then see if you can go knees wide, pull in, bend, and straighten one more time. Unravel, turn forward, turn to the right, bend into your right knee, left leg extends, Skandasana. Come through to center, bend into your left knee, right leg extends, sit low. Good, come through to center, wide-legged fold, maybe hands through between your legs one more time. Good, turn towards the top of the mat. Lift your left leg up and back, bend your knee, open your hip. Option to flip your dog, left foot behind your back, hips up, chest up. And then maybe you drop your hips down and then repress up. Good, unwind. Last vinyasa, left leg lifts. You can hover it, come forward, yogi push-up, up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Great work, everybody. Come down onto your knees. Sit your hips back to your heels. So seated in Virasana, hero pose, hands in your lap. Buddha mudra, so right palm on top of left palm, thumbs touch. Settle your breath. If this position of your legs isn't comfortable, you can do cross-legged. And so in a Vinyasa Flow class like this, for a more advanced practice, you would practice the Ujjayi breath the whole time. Breathing in through your nose, out through your nose. On the exhale, find that ha sound, that constriction at the back of the throat. So you want to think about lifting the upper palate in the back, and then tongue behind the two front teeth. And then it might kind of sound like Darth Vader or the ocean. That helps to create some fire and heat within us. So maybe a couple rounds of Ujjayi here. Your eyes are closed, open your eyes. Bring your hands down by your sides. Bring your big toes together, bring your knees wide toward the edges of the mat. Bring your right hand behind your back and lift your hips up. See if you can press your hips forward, open here, so it's a variation of a camel pose. Good, drop your hips and switch your arms, left hand down, right arm reaches up, press up, lift. Good, lower down. Now come towards the top of the mat and bring your feet out wide, knees together. Bring your hands onto your calves, move maybe the flesh of your calves away a little and see if you can sit back between your feet. This is also hero or Virasana. If that doesn't work, maybe sit up on a block or a pillow, whatever you have, and just feel that nice deep stretch along the front of the legs there. So if this feels like a lot, just stay here, come out of it. You can always widen your knees. You never want to feel like a pulling or a tightness in your knees. And then some of you, if you have the flexibility, maybe you want to come down onto your hands, maybe onto your forearms. Maybe some of you can even come all the way down onto your back. You can even reach your arms up and over, wrap opposite elbows. And let there be that natural curve in your low back. You even might want to think about like pressing your inner thighs towards one another. Feel that stretch in the tops of the thighs. If anyone wants a challenge, there's a back bend here. You can place your hands down. Good, lift your chest. And then some people can get your hands down or forearms and then lift into a back bend. It's called Kapotasana. And then some people can do that and the hands will come to the feet. It's a really hard back bend. Good, and then from here we'll all rise back up. Good, lift up and then bring your hands down, stretch your right leg back behind you. Toes tucked, heel back, stretch the back of the leg, and then switch it. Good, lower. Come to stand up on your knees for camel pose, Ustrasana. So if you have props, like blocks, this might be nice to have them behind you. Think about pressing your thighs forward, your hips forward, and then hands can be on your low back. Find your back bend, little squeeze of your glutes engaged. Maybe your hands come onto the blocks. And then breathe here. You can also walk your hands back to your heels, press your hips forward. Let your head drop back. Good, and then when you're ready, rise up. Bring your hips onto your heels, stretch your arms forward, child's pose. And reach your arms by your sides. See if you can grab your heels, and we're gonna lift the hips to get a counter pose for that camel. It's called rabbit. Forehead to the knees, if possible, or forehead to the floor, top of the head. Pull with your hands, lift your hips up, and then stretch the upper back forward,
Reach through your arms, stretch, 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 big reach along the upper back, pull, pull. Good, and then lower down.
Rise back up. Shoulders circle around, back and down. Shake out your wrists. Okay. Bring your hands down. Walk your knees back, table. And then stretch your arms forward for puppy pose. So you can bring your chest towards the floor, maybe your chin or your forehead. Stretch your hips back, big opening through your shoulders. You can walk your hands in a little bit closer if you want to feel more. You can lift your forearms up. Maybe the chin comes down or the forehead. Good, then slide all the way to the belly. Come down for Sphinx. So elbows underneath your shoulders. Forearms press. Stretch back through your legs. Reach your chest forward. Now turn your left forearm across the mat, bend your right knee, pull your heel in, maybe the top of the foot, little thigh stretch. And then release, forearms come down. Switch, left leg bends, pull your heel in, maybe walk your right forearm across the top of the mat. And then release, Sphinx pose, pull forward. If you want, you can walk your feet toward the edges of the mat. Walk your hands towards the edges of the mat. Straighten your arms, maybe walk your hands in. It's called King Cobra. See if you can bend your knees, let your head drop back. If you ever are around kids, you can ask them to do this, and a lot of them can just put their head on their foot. I know it's really far away. It feels like I'm pretty close. Good. And then lower onto your belly. Let it go. Let your arms come down by your side. Let one ear rest on the mat, shake your hips. Maybe you bend your knees and windshield wiper your feet. And then from here, roll onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. Circle them around. Now, if you have a sort of strap, like we have straps in yoga, or like a fitness band, or even a tie or a rope, anything like that, especially if you're tighter, grab that, and we're gonna do some opening for the hip before we slide into our shavasana. So something like a fitness band, or this is a yoga strap, anything like a belt or a tie works as well. Good, lying on your back, hug your knees in, let your left leg go long, hug your right knee right in. This is called Appanasana, wind relieving pose. You can pull your knees straight into center or open it over to your right shoulder. Maybe kind of move that hip around, feel some mobility in that hip joint. Good, draw your knee in, and then lift your upper body up, maybe pull your nose towards your knee, a little squeeze. Good, now stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling. You can take your strap here onto your foot and think about pulling in. So this long bone here from the knee to the hip, that's called our femur bone. It's the biggest bone in our body. And think about that, the top of the femur bone, it's called the femoral head. It kind of looks like a ball. Think about that really spiraling into your hip socket there. Maybe you slightly turn your toes in or out. Maybe you walk your hands up the strap, go a little bit deeper, or up your leg or to your foot. Good, now grab your foot or grab your strap or your prop, bring your leg over to the right. See if you can anchor your left hand on top of that left hip. Maybe drop it down or lift it up towards your shoulder. Breathe. If you're really tight, remember you can have your knee bent there. Good. Bring your leg back up and then cross it over you, a couple inches. So feeling stretching that outer right hip there. You can think kind of turning your leg away. Bring your leg back to center. Remove your strap. Maybe lift up one more time. Good, lower down, knee draws in. And then stretch your legs straight, relaxing your hips. Maybe pressing your hips on top of those little pokey bones, the ASIS, and give yourself a little massage. And notice the difference between the right and the left sides. If the right feels a little longer, more open. Good, bring your feet together at the bottom of the mat and then hug that left knee in to your chest. Give it a squeeze. Maybe open it to the side, across. You can really pull in. This is a good pose for your digestion. That's why it's called wind relieving pose, Uttanasana. Give them an option to lift your upper body up, bring your nose towards your knee, pull in. Good, lower down, stretch your left leg straight towards the ceiling. Maybe grab your strap. Put your foot into your strap, stretch it straight up. And then just like the other side, really get curious and interested, that big bone, the femur bone, the top of the femur bone, that femoral head, grounding in. So you can think about spiraling it down and in. Maybe walk your leg back a little bit, really testing your flexibility, maybe bring your nose to your knee. And then open your leg up and over to the left. See if you can keep your right hand pressing on top of that right hip bone as the left leg opens out. So you're not kind of moving and rocking all over, you're grounded through center. Your shoulders soften down. Remember, you can also do this with the knee bent, a little more gentle. Good, bring that left leg back up to center. Good, cross it over you. Stretch to the outside of that leg. You kind of think about turning your left thigh out. So finding that opposition. So cross and over. Curl your toes back. You can point and flex your foot, turn your toes in and out to explore that stretch. Good, bring the leg back to center. One more time, maybe you lift up. Pull in. Good, remove your strap, knee to chest. Extend your legs long. Stretch your arms up and over, bring your feet together at the bottom of the mat, get your body nice and long. Good, pull your knees in, rock from side to side, and then rock up and over. Find butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Good, and then really think about dropping your knees down and open, lifting through your chest nice and tall. And then here, just let your chin drop down to your chest, roll your head to the right shoulder, come down, roll your head left. If you're extra tight, you can also bring a blanket underneath your hips, elevating your hips a little bit. Good, and then maybe from here you can fold, lower your chest over your thighs, press your knees down inside the calves, lengthen. And then rise up, bring your shoulders up towards your ears, circle them around, back and down, a little shake, shake, shake. Bring your hands to the knees, draw your legs together, hands behind your back, press into the feet, lift up, reverse table. Good, lower down. Stretch your legs out into a wide V. You can still be propped up on a blanket, and if you're really tight, if it feels like your spine is kind of like rounding back, like your pelvis is a bowl and your soup is spilling, and to get your pelvis kind of aligned straight down, some of you might have to bend your knees, and that's great. It's a great place to be for a little while. So either with your knees bent and your feet on the floor, or your legs out wide and straight, move your hips a little, and then reach your arms out to the sides, reach them up, lift, and then turn over towards your right leg and fold. Let your hands come down, bowing. Good, rise back up, stretch your arms high, turn towards the left and fold, bow your chest down. Good, lift up, come to center, arms reach, and then turn towards the right, this time hold it. Maybe your left hand is reaching towards the outside, that right foot, you can go nose to knee, chin to shin. Good, and then rise up, take a side bend, right arm down, left arm goes up and over, feel that length through your left side. Good, rise back up, arms to a T, turn toward your left leg and fold. Draw your chest over your thigh, maybe nose toward your knee, chin toward your shin, maybe right hand goes outside the left foot. Good, Good, rise back up. Bring your left arm down inside the leg. Reach your right arm up and over. Feel that length through your right side. Rise back up. Arms lift to a T. Imagine someone's lifting you up through your ribs. Good. Now come to center. Hands down. Fold forward. Think about drawing your thigh bones back, your chest forward. Reach, reach, reach. Maybe come onto your elbows or your forearms. Stretch your arms out in front of you. Good. Walk your hands in. Lift your chest up, pausing at the top. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears. Circle them around, back and down. Maybe a little shake, shake, shake. Bring your legs together. Plant your feet down with your knees bent, hands behind you. Lift your hips, reverse table. Or you could even keep your hips lifting and stretch your legs straight for reverse plank. Good. Lower back down. Cross at your ankles. Come into a seated position. Sitting up tall, hands on your knees. Circle your ribs to the right and the left and around, back, left and right, like you're stirring a pot circle. And just switch directions and notice how different you might feel seated in this position now than when we first began our practice. Maybe a little more open, a little more free. Now find a seat here, or if that's not comfortable, it may feel good to prop your hips up. So we're going to do a little pranayama. So let's do a breathing exercise we haven't done yet. It's called Vastrika, bellows breath. So what it is you're going to quickly pump your abdomen in and out quickly. So pump the abdomen in and out quickly to release and take in breath. Inhalations and exhalations are brief and equal durations. Pranayama creates heat in the body, increases energy and vitality, and strengthens the central nervous system. I'm reading from a book. It's called The Practice of Skanda Yoga by Kenneth F. Von Rohn III. So this is a really good breath pranayama exercise if you are constipated. So like deep belly breaths to get your digestion moving. It's hard to talk and do it at the same time. So let's just try it. Hands on your knees. Take a deep breath in. Complete that breath out. And then begin. So really get your belly moving. Pumping in and out. Inhale and exhale are even and the same and pumping. Keep going, keep going. 3, 2, 1, exhale. Now inhale, pull your belly in and see if you can just move your abdomen around. And then switch directions. Exhale. And then let that go. Inhale, deep breath from the base of the spine, the crown of the head. And exhale from the crown of the head down to the base of the spine. I'll post some cool videos of some yogic kriyas and pranayama where people can like pull their belly in and like move it and roll it, and it's really cool. It's pretty advanced, but it's really interesting stuff. So now let's do a round of alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to place your left hand on your knee, palm up, first finger and thumb come together. Right hand, you're going to bring in Chin Mudra or Vishnu Mudra. So first 2 fingers come down. You can also place them between your forehead. So you're just blocking off opposite sides of your nostril. All right, so take a deep breath in. Place your right thumb on your right nostril and exhale out through your left nostril. Inhale left. Block the left and hold. Exhale right. Good, inhale right. Block the right and hold. Exhale through the left. Inhale. Block and hold. Exhale. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. Inhale. Block, hold. Exhale right. Now lower your right hand. Bring your back of the right hand onto the knee. First finger and thumb come together. Closing your eyes. This is called the energy channel cleansing breath, Nadi Shodhana. Up the middle of our body is an energy center called the Sushumna Nadi. A Nadi, N-A-D-I, are energy channels all along our body. There are apparently 70,000. And that main center energy channel, the Sushumna, is the area where we want to awaken and clear. And it's said that the base of the spine is Kundalini energy, which is supposed to be a serpent wrapped up twice. And by doing exercises like yoga and pranayama and meditation, we can awaken that Kundalini energy. It will rise up the Sushumna Nadi. And on either side of the Sushumna is the Ida and the Pingala. The Ida is our left side, it's the feminine side, that Shakti. And on our right side, that's the moon. And our right side is the Pingala, which is the male, the masculine. It's Shiva and fire and sun. So the moon and the sun, the masculine, the feminine, Shiva and Shakti. And there are kind of, it's like a figure 8 that goes up and down the spine of the Sushumna Nadi at or around every of our 7 main center energy channels, the chakras. So your password for this week, your code word to email me so I know you did your class, is Sushumna, S-H-U-M-A-M-A-N, Sushumna, and it's the energy center along your spine, up and down the spine. Now take a couple more really deep breaths here. See if you can sit tall, sit well. Just feel the effects of your practice on your body. And then bring your right hand on top of your chest. Place your left hand on top of your right hand. Feel your heart beating inside of you. Deep gratitude for this heartbeat, this breath, this body, our health, our strength, the abundance we might have, our opportunities, all of our teaching, just deep, deep gratitude. Now lower your arms down and come to lie on your back. If you're ready for Shavasana, you can come right into your Shavasana. Legs coming down, arms out by your side, palms up, and just let your feet come out long, maybe dropping toward the corners of your mat. Arms out, and allow your body to get long and like it's not touching anything. So nice and open. If you'd like to do any final postures, maybe you feel good to do a little spinal twist, hugging your knees in, drop your knees to the right, arms to a T, gaze left. And then come to center, knees draw in, drop your knees to the left, arms to a T, gaze right. And then come through to center, knees draw in, option for happy baby. Maybe let the feet reach up, you can grab outside edges, rock side to side, pull one foot in and the other. And then stretch your arms up and your legs up, give everything a nice shake, 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 shake. Maybe one more back bend, feet down, knees bend, arms down, lift your hips. Good, lower your hips, you could even come into full wheel, hands underneath you, straighten the arms and the legs, rise up.
as you're ready, lower down. If there are any final poses you want to take, like a shoulder stand or a plow, you could come against the wall and do legs up the wall for your Shavasana. But now just let your body completely relax down. So for this final meditation, we're going to do a little chakra visualization. So arrange yourself to get very comfortable, legs long, arms down, palms up. Do any final little twitching or moving, wiggling. And then let your body rest deeply here. Feel into your bones and let your bones get heavy. And then allow your muscles to soften off your bones and the skin to soften on top of the muscle. Now here, I want you to visualize a big, beautiful white light, a swirling white light about 6 inches over your head, over the crown of your head. Now pull that beautiful swirling white light down into your pelvis, into the base of the spine, which is Muladhara, the root chakra. So imagine a deep red here, swirling beautiful red energy at the pelvis, the base of the spine, and then down into your legs. Swirling deep red energy. Feel a sense of safety and security and rest in your Muladhara chakra. Now bring your attention back up to that beautiful swirling white light above your head, and then pull that white light down into your navel center. So right underneath your belly button and down to the second chakra, Svadhisthana. The color is orange. Think bright orange like a sunset, swirling, swirling, softening your belly, your navel center, your place of sensuality, connection, and creativity. Swirling orange. Now take that and move it back up once again to that swirling white light, that orb of energy from the crown of the head above you and then down into your solar plexus, your solar center. So right above your belly and then to the base of the ribs, the xiphoid process. In your middle, this is Manipura, the 3rd chakra. The color is yellow, and imagine bright, light, awake, alert, yellow, flowing, circular, like a wheel, like a vortex around your belly. And then the yellow goes back up to the crown of the head, over the head, that white swirling energy, and then pull that white energy down into your heart center, the Anahata chakra. Green is the color. Think bright spring green, Kelly green, swirling and circling around the center of your chest. And it's not where our actual heart organ is on the left, it's right at the middle of our center. And if you feel any tension or tightness, just imagine that healing green swirling energy around your chest. Anahata means unstruck or untouched. And then that green energy goes back up to the crown of the head. Feel that beautiful flowing white light above you. Take that white down into your throat center. This is your 5th chakra. It's called Vishuddha. The color is blue. So think about flowing circular energy around your throat, your jaw, your mouth. Vishuddha means purification. So being able to speak our truth, to communicate where we can connect with others. Blue, indigo blue, swirling energy, the 5th chakra. Now take that swirling blue back up, crown of the head, above your head, that swirling bright white energy, and then move it right down into your 3rd eye. So that place between your eyebrows and up a little. The color is a violet, indigo, bright purple, swirling circular energy a vortex, a wheel right at your third eye. This is the Ajna chakra. This is your place of intuition, of knowledge, of wisdom. Your third eye, your sixth sense. Beautiful swirling purple energy, and then move that back up to the crown of the head, that big swirling white light. Now just pull that light down to the top of your head, the very top of your head, your crown chakra. It's called Sahasrara. And the color here is clear light, white, swirling and circulating all over. Now let that white light move down the front and the back to all those 7 energy centers: purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Getting sensitive here, softening, relaxing deeply. And just know in this moment that everything is okay. You have nowhere to go, nothing to do. You are taken care of. You are safe and protected. And hold this soft, heavy, sweet energy in your body. You can stay lying down and see if you can take this practice with you into your day or your evening. Imagine you can share what your yoga practice feels like to someone else without saying anything or even doing anything, just with your calm energy. So feel free to stay lying on your back, stay here longer. When you're ready, wiggle fingers and toes, rotate through your ankles and wrists, and maybe gently turn your head side to side. And then stretch your arms up and your feet down, lengthen top to bottom, up and down, and then draw your knees in, give yourself a gentle squeeze, rock side to side. And roll to your right side, pause. And then press your way up into a seated position. Hands come together in front of your heart, palms touching, Anjali Mudra, gesture of commitment and deep gratitude. Gratitude for all that there is. Deep breath in. Exhale. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words, and actions of our lives contribute in some way to the happiness and freedom for all. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.